Hey there and welcome back to the Galio Chronicles, the series where we play our first Galio games, our first ranked games, and we sometimes try to learn a lot of things together at the same exact precise moment in history, which is good for us. Also, when I say that we sometimes try to learn together, I mean we always try to learn together, right? We're just out here trying to better ourselves as League of Legends players. Isn't that the truth of the matter? If it is not the truth of the matter, then why is the secret held within their hearts from us? You got to ask yourself this question. And if you don't, well then, you probably should, right? Because after all, learning is fun, and joy is extreme, and extremities are internalties. Internalties, please. Internalties, please. I'm working on a musical, I'm sure you can guess it by now, but it's called Internalties. It involves an Orianna flashing onto me, but then she doesn't have enough damage with her shield back, so she has to use her barrier, even though she does indeed get the 1 versus 1 kill on me. And then the Jinx rocket misses her, but it gets the kill in top lane, which is amazing that she lined it up with 2 people that it probably could have killed. And then the Jinx rocket, deja vu style hits. But, you know, that's neither here nor there, because it is actually... I was wrong, okay. It is there. It's neither here, but it is there. See what I'm getting at? They are underestimating the true potential of Galio. And when I say that, I mean they're literally just diving me and destroying me in a single swipe of their rustic blades. Orianna doesn't really use a blade. I guess she uses, like, these cogs, right? It's amazing that they would make a full champion based off of Orianna's auto attack. But, you know... they had to make Kog'Maw somehow, and everybody draws their inspirations from different things in life. It's sort of a beautiful thing that people like to do. I'm tanking everything from Ori here, but you think I'm afraid? You think I fear anything ever in the history of anything ever? Nay, of course not. How could I possibly? I am dead, though, so... perhaps I should have feared the Reaper. I had to wait here for Kayn to fully commit to make sure that I was doing the dirty on his noggin under tower rather than just wasting my ult on a beautiful Sunday morning. Okay? So, explain why we gave up mid, For what, exactly? Tell me! I demand it! Oh, by the way, here I am ulting. I sometimes like to do that in the game League of Legends. You have a really strong ability called your ultimate. It's typically defaulted on the R key, though you can remap the key bindings. That's really one of the great features of League of Legends, is that ain't nobody gonna tell you what you map your keys to. That was one of their initial slogans, I think, back in the early days of season 10, right? Season 10? You've guessed it now, and if you haven't guessed it, then you should. Think long and hard about whether you want to guess or not guess this piece of information, Summoner. Because you're really going to want to know it. Similar to how I'm going to want Tryndamere to die here, but yeah, I just don't have the damage quite yet. And the problem with AP Galio is that if you don't have the damage quite yet, it means you're never going to have the damage. And that is a problematic situation. That being said, my allies have the damage. Yeah, you guessed it. My allies have the damage, and that's A-okay with Mei. A-okay with Mei. Mei/me, of course. Mei just being a month, and me being a week. Or a year. What if instead of a person, you were a duration of time? You ever think about something like that? Probably should if you know what's good for you. And if you don't, well then, you're just like Cog and Kayn. It's amazing. Champions that start with the letters K. You really think about them in brutally honest detail upon occasion, and then on other occasions you don't think about them. And that's fine, you know. Simply thinking about a thing once in a while makes you consider the possibilities that perhaps I should just get knocked via some sort of CC into the enemy AD carry, but then it's not going to matter because he's Kog'Maw and he has his W on, so he's just going to stand there and get a triple kill, which is fine. Again, everything is fine. Shot calling, they're talking about shot calling. I can dig it. It is a fun adventure into the shot calling realm. I have tried it once or twice, but I do not consider myself to be that knowledgeable in the field. Similar to the League of Legends field, slash the ranked field, slash the Galio field, but that's sort of one of the bigger purposes of the Galio Chronicles, right? Is to grow a little bit stronger in the ranked field, right? A little bit stronger in the field of knowledge that contains ranked and that contains Galio. Spoiler alert, there was gonna come a time where I play someone else instead of Galio, and uh-oh, that's gonna be called the Someone Else Chronicles. Yeah, you guessed it. Well, okay, not exactly the Someone Else Chronicles, word for word, but just like if I pick a different champion and then I'll do Chronicles on them, right? It's not gonna be called Someone Else. It'll have the champion. Yeah, the name of the new champion. That's right. You guessed it, Summoner. And if you think you have not guessed it, then I highly suggest that you think again. And if you don't think again, well, I mean, again, it's up to you, right? It's always up to you what you want to think about. It's always up to you what you want to do. It's always up to you what you want to do. League of Legends, super fun for me and you. That was also one of their early slogans, Season 25. Oh man, that was one of the better seasons. I gotta really be brutally honest with you. Actually, why can't I just be honest? Why is it that when you're very honest, you have to be brutal about it? What's the deal with that? When did that become a phrase, right? Because I'll tell you one thing. Here on the Galio Chronicles YouTube channel, Dakota Meatball's Extraordinary Experience of Love and Life, we sometimes come up with phrases. And let me tell you something. Brutally honest is not one of those phrases. Long story shorts, I should say. What if a long story shorts was just called pants, right? Skip the middleman, get a couple extra words out of your existence. Anyway, a couple moments back, I flashed to engage with my taunt onto Janna because our Jinx is so strong that we could just flat out train mail, which is now a new word, into the enemy base for the win.